Welcome to another tutorial video. This one's all about compound interest. Compound interest is the idea of a repeated percentage change. So it's going to be constantly taking its new value and applying that percentage change to each new value after each year, month, day, however long a period of time is. So here's my first question. I've got Liam bought a new car for £24,000. Every year it depreciated in value by 7%. What will its value be in 3 years' time? So let's first identify the important factors. So the fact that we're starting off with this £24,000, the fact it's going down, depreciate means going down, appreciate is going up, and so it's going down by 7% over the course of 3 years. So essentially, we're going to make use of our percentage multipliers. So we're going to start with that 24,000. And because it's going down, remember with our percentage multipliers, when we've got our 100%, we're going down by 7%. So that means we're working with 93%. And as a decimal, that'll be 0.93. So we're going to times it by 0.93. And this is happening over the course of 3 years. So we do it to the power of 3. And after typing that in the calculator, we end up initially with 19,304.568. However, we are dealing with money, so we must make sure our answer looks like money. So we round it to 2 decimal places. And so essentially, our formula here for this is that whenever we have our original amount, we times it by our percentage multiplier, all to the power of whatever our duration of time is. And again, that can vary from years to seconds, any thing that is related to the question. So I've got 2 more examples to go through. So here's my next one. I've got Evan deposited £6,500 into a savings ISA. The ISA has an interest rate of 6.5% per annum. So per annum is just another way to say per year. If Evan left the savings alone for 5 years, how much will he have? Round your answer to 2 significant figures. So again, identifying the important factors. We have our original amount. Interest, well, if I'm putting money in the bank, I'm expecting it to go up. And interest is telling me it's going up by 6.5%. And that's happening over the course of 5 years. But we also got our key bit at the end here where we're being told to round it to 2 significant figures. So I must make sure I remember that. So my percentage multiplier, because I'm going up, it's going to be that 100% plus that 6.5%. So that's going to be 106.5%, which is the exact same as 1.065. So then making use of my formula, so I've got my original amount, that's 6,500, times by my percentage multiplier. And this is happening over the course of 5 years. So typing that in the calculator, I first get this unrounded answer, and you must make sure you write down the unrounded one before writing your final answer. And then rounding it to 2 significant figures. That's my first, that's my second. I look at my third one, 0 rounds down, so the number in front stays the same. And I make sure I do not go into the decimals unless my significant figures have me do so. Right, so then my question 3, I've got the population of an endangered species 4 years ago was 8,500. In the following year, the population continued to decline by 15%. So for 1 year, it declined by 15%. After some conservation efforts, the population has since increased by 6%. What is the population now? So we've got 2 different percentages happening this time. But the best part about percentage multipliers is that we can sort of combine the 2 together in one calculation. So to start off with, our decline. So we've got that 100%, take away our 15%. So it's 85%, which is the exact same as 0.85. And then we have our increase of that 100% plus that 6%. So it's 106%, which is the exact same as 1.06. So then once again, using my formula, I begin with my original amount, so that 8,500. I'm first going to do that percentage multiplier. And then I can put the number 1 up here, but it's not really needed, so I can just leave it off. But I can also do my increase in the same calculation by timesing by that 1.06. And because it was only 1 year that it was on that decrease, and since it is now on that increase and it's been 4 years, that means my power here is going to be 3. And so typing that all in my calculator, I get this 8,605.09 and so on. But I'm dealing with population here. Population can only be a whole number, so I round it to 8,605. Well, there we go. There's our compound interest. The key ways to spot it is that I've got my percentage change and this is happening over a number of years. I hope that video was helpful, and yeah.